Today, I'm going to start with something that is that I'm passionate about, and it's sickening. I don't know how else to describe it. I woke up and I started writing and thinking about where we are in this moment. We are clearly living in Donald Trump's whatever psychosis or illness or whatever is happening in his mind. We're living in it. He is the president of the United States, and we are reacting to the chaos that's going on inside of him. And we have to somehow figure out how not to react to it and not to be a part of it, because people who are miserable, as you know, they like to draw you in. As they say, misery loves company. And he is a miserable, small, petty man. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit the like, because I want everybody to be able to hear this. I want everyone to be aware of this conversation and what I'm going to say about this small, petty man who is controlling the mental health and well-being of the people of America. And I don't want the people of America to fall victim to his unhappiness, his bitterness, his anger, his vindictiveness. So let's stop pretending, everybody. Donald Trump is a fool. He's a fool. And that's just the beginning. He's petty, as I said. He is vindictive. He's small. He's vulgar. He's a racist. He is sexist. He's homophobic. He is Islamophobic. He's ableist. And that's for starters. Oh, that's just your opinion, Don. No. It's my opinion that he is petty. He said as much. He said that he was going to get back at his political enemies. It's all on tape. That's the proof. He's vindictive. He said that he was going to do it because he didn't like what happened. He's small, as we know. He's vulgar. Grab him by the pussy. Sons of bitches. He's vulgar. He's racist. That's my African American. Send whatchamacallit back. Go back where you came from. And that's just in the recent history, not to go back to being sued by the Department of Justice or being sued by the government for housing discrimination. He's sexist. Remember, grab him by the pussy, all that stuff. Homophobic. Look at how he treated trans people during the election and even now. Islamophobic. Ilhan Omar should go back to where she came from. Oh, I asked the head of Somalia and they said he didn't want her back. Ableist, mocking a disabled New York Times reporter. That's just for starters. So for those of you who are going to say, this is just your opinion, I'm giving you the evidence of this. This is who the president of the United States is. All of these things. A man who wakes up every single day, the most powerful office in the most powerful office on earth, and he uses that power not to heal, not to lift, not to lead, not to comfort, but he does it to hurt. And that's because he is hurting inside. When people say, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Was it your mom? Was it your mama? Was it your daddy? Was it a sibling? Was it a family member? Did you get hurt was it friends in school? Who hurt you, Donald Trump? That you have to be this bitter and angry. He doesn't do it for justice. He doesn't do it for law and order. He doesn't do it for the people of the country. And now his latest obsession is pushing for an indictment of James Comey. He should be sending James Comey flowers and gifts and having coffee delivered to his house every day, because without James Comey, he may not and probably would not have become president of the United States. It would be President Hillary Clinton. So I don't understand his obsession with James Comey. He's doing it for revenge because he doesn't like some of the things James Comey said about him when he was president the first time. All of this is because Donald Trump thinks the presidency belongs to him. He forgets that he's a public servant. He thinks it belongs to him and not the people, because he believes the power of this office exists to settle his personal scores. He pushed Pam Bondi to go after James Comey. She did, because she always follows whatever orders he wants. That's why she's there. Donald Trump hires and appoints damaged people, and people he knows are going to do whatever he says. And we all know what this is. It's about humiliation through process. It's about making Comey spend time, money, and energy fighting the ghosts of Donald Trump's grudges. This is not leadership, people. This is vengeance with a seal and a flag. Someone who has a presidential seal and then the American flag behind him. And let's talk about the merits or lack of merits of the case. And to be honest, just about the case itself. And we're gonna have some great legal minds coming up in a moment. It will almost certainly go nowhere. Everyone knows it. The lawyers know it. The judges know it. The prosecutors know it. The people on his own team know it. He knows it. Only one person even signed this indictment. One. That almost never happens. The signature line belongs to Lindsay Halligan. Lindsay Halligan is the brand new interim U.S. attorney who used to be the personal lawyer of, guess who? Donald Trump. There's not a team of veteran prosecutors. They didn't sign it. Not the career people who reviewed the case and said there was no probable cause. Nobody signed it except for his interim U.S. attorney and his former personal attorney. And the same day that this flimsy thing was filed, guess what? A grand jury refused to indict on at least one count. And it's called a no bill. So this thing is already wobbling before it even left the dock. And people, even conservative folks, we're going to show you the evidence of this on Fox News, are saying, I don't see anything here. And you have like Maria Bartiromo and all of the Trump, ass smoochers, glazers, trying to find something. Well, what about Russia? What about this? But that's not what's in here. This case is meritless. This isn't justice. It's paperwork, cosplay. It's vengeance in a suit that doesn't fit. And listen, I want you to understand something about this. This is what Donald Trump does with power. Not lifting up the working poor, right? Look how people are struggling right now. The farmers, everyone, except for the wealthy people. They're like, woohoo, tax breaks. I can buy another yacht. So he's not uplifting the poor, the working poor. He's not fighting for families struggling to put food on the table, not strengthening schools or rebuilding roads or healing a divided country. Nope. He's waging war on anyone who has ever crossed him. James Comey is just the beginning. Well, this is the most public one, but he's done it to other folks. Look at what he's, doing with the Fed governor. What he's doing with Lisa Cook. Look at what he's doing with other people. So this one is just maybe the most high profile of some of the high profile ones, but there are lower rung folks that he has gotten revenge on. He believes the government is his personal weapon. He believes the presidency is his personal stage. Again, he forgets that he is a public servant. He believes the people exist to applaud his cruelty and excuse his failures. If you don't get in line, if you tell him who he is, if you hold up a mirror to him, then he's going to try to crush you. I don't know why people are so afraid of him. The point is not to be afraid of a bully. The point is to challenge them at every single turn. Otherwise, they just keep going. And I have to be clear, Donald Trump is not feared. He is not respected. He's laughed at. Like when I see this stuff, I laugh at him. Most of the people I know laugh at him. Most of the people who are serious people laugh at him. They're like, wow. He's laughed at by allies. He's laughed at by enemies, by the entire watching world. But it's not funny because he still holds that office. And in America, we treat that office with respect, and other people around the world usually respect that office, but they don't respect the man who's in that office this time. They definitely respected Barack Obama. They definitely respected Joe Biden. because they were men of decency, honor, and respect. They commanded that. They had the resumes, and let's just say the bedside manner to be able to deal with people. This is a man who calls himself strong while behaving like the weakest man alive. A man who calls himself a fighter while attacking the powerless and protecting the powerful. A man who calls himself a patriot while spreading hate against communities. Racist, sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic, ableist, and the list goes on. Every form of bigotry, every form of smallness, every prejudice wrapped in a cheap suit of power. A cheap, ill-fitting suit with a tie that is way too long. And yes, a man who calls himself strong while standing before the world, fat, out of breath, in failing health, his body carrying the same weight as his bitterness, heavy, bloated, exhausted, decaying under the spotlight of history. Can I go further? Can I go deeper? Because power can hide weakness for only so long before the world sees the truth. And the world sees it. He just doesn't. I wonder what Donald Trump sees. I want Donald Trump's mirror. Would I want Donald Trump's mirror? Maybe just to see what he sees, and maybe to see, because if it makes him look as good as he thinks he is, well, deep down he knows, then I wonder what you and I would look like. One day, when the books are written, this is what I believe the history books are going to say. That at a time when America needed dignity, that he gave us a disgrace. When America needed courage, he gave us cruelty. When America needed leadership, he gave us grudges, he gave us hate, he gave us chaos. History, the books are going to write that Donald Trump turned the people's house into the house of spite, that he used the law as a hammer, he used the presidency as a weapon, the country as a stage for his bitterness and his rage, that he divided us by race, he divided us by faith, he divided us by gender, by ability, by anything that he could exploit for applause. And they will say it plainly, the writers of history, the books, Donald Trump was the pettiest president in American history. Petty, vindictive, racist, sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic, ableist. Every kind of hatred dressed up as power. Every kind of smallness dressed up as strength. And the world saw it. The world laughed at it. And the world pitied a country that confused this for leadership. This is what people who don't know what leadership looks like, they think it looks this way. This is what a poor man's version of a rich man looks like. Donald Trump is not just a petty man. He's a fool. He's a bigot. He is failing health in body and in spirit. He is a disgrace to the office that he holds. And until the American people decide that dignity matters, until we decide that character matters, until we decide that the presidency is bigger than one man's ego and one man's hate, this is what we will get. A presidency of vengeance, a legacy of smallness, a chapter in history written in pettiness, prejudice, and shame. Donald Trump is the pettiest, most vindictive, most small-hearted president in American history. And the whole world knows it. Even he knows it, and he's afraid to admit it. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, Thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.